Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy from Gamesverse, and today we've got something wild in store. We're diving deep into the myths of the Red Dead Redemption universe. And trust me, some of these might just blow your mind. Whether you're a seasoned outlaw or a first-time player, there are some seriously strange and spooky rumors that have been swirling around these games. From creepy characters to jaw-dropping theories, I've got 10 crazy Red Dead Redemption myths that might actually be true. So, saddle up and let's get to it. Okay, first off, let's address the big one. Some folks out there have a theory that Abigail Marston, John's wife, may have had a little something going on with Arthur Morgan during the events of Red Dead Redemption 2. This rumor started because of some of their interactions, especially in the earlier parts of the game. When Arthur's helping the Marston family, there are moments of tension between him and Abigail. Some even point to the way Arthur looks at her, maybe suggesting some past history. But as much as the chemistry feels a little off at times, there's no concrete evidence in the game to back up this myth. Rockstar never confirmed it, and it seems more like a weird fan-made interpretation of their relationship. Still, it's fun to think about, right? Alright, myth number 2. There's a strange theory that Jack Marston, John's son, might not actually be his biological kid. Some players believe Jack was either adopted or that John had some other kind of history with Abigail or another character. The theory kicks off from the fact that Jack's personality can feel a little different from John's, and some have speculated that maybe he's not the biological child after all. But nope, there's no real evidence to support this theory. Rockstar has been pretty clear about the Marston family dynamic, and Jack is John's son through and through. This one's just a fun, wild idea from the fanbase, but the family connection is as solid as ever. Now, moving on to a crazy one. Some players believe there's a secret ending to Red Dead Redemption 2 that's hidden away, waiting to be unlocked. Maybe if you do something super specific, like follow a mysterious trail of events or complete some cryptic tasks, you'll get a different outcome for Arthur. Well, as much as we'd love to think there's more content lurking beneath the surface, there's no official hidden ending to RDR2. Some fans have gone as far as trying to alter the game files, but there's no secret ending that Rockstar is hiding. The story ends the way it was meant to. No extra chapters for us this time. You've heard the rumors, right? The ghost train in Red Dead Redemption 2. Apparently, if you head down to the tracks at night, you'll see a spooky, spectral train that's been the subject of much speculation. Some say it's a random event, others think it's tied to the supernatural elements of the game. Well, I hate to break it to you, but there's no ghost train in RDR2. What you're probably seeing are just regular trains passing by at strange times, or maybe some weird fog or lighting effects that give it an eerie vibe. It's a cool idea, but it's just a product of the game's atmosphere and not something Rockstar built in. This one's been floating around forever. The idea that Sasquatch, or Bigfoot, is hiding somewhere in the world of RDR2. The myth has persisted because of a mission in the game where Arthur and the gang come across a strange creature. Could it be a nod to the legendary cryptid? Surprisingly, Rockstar did actually include an Easter egg related to Sasquatch. If you venture a specific spot and follow the clues, you'll find the remains of a creature that looks a lot like Bigfoot. But it's not an actual creature roaming the world, just an Easter egg for fans of the cryptid. It's a cool nod, though. We all know Dutch van der Linde is a complicated guy, but some fans have thrown around the idea that his erratic behavior and descent into madness in RDR2 is the result of a secret drug addiction. The idea is that Dutch is using some kind of substance to cope with the stress of leadership and his declining relationship with the gang. While Dutch does show signs of losing touch with reality, there's no concrete evidence in the game to suggest he's addicted to anything. His mental breakdown seems more about his obsession with control and his inability to adapt to the world changing around him. But yeah, Dutch's spiral is fascinating, and it adds so much depth to his character. Alright, let's talk about one of the wildest myths. Some players claim there's a UFO hidden somewhere in RDR2. Apparently, if you head to a specific spot at the right time, you'll see an alien spaceship flying across the sky. Could Red Dead go full sci-fi on us? Believe it or not, there is a UFO Easter egg in the game. It's a little hidden and happens under very specific conditions, but you can actually spot an alien ship flying in the sky. It's not part of the main story or anything, but Rockstar definitely decided to throw in a little extraterrestrial mystery for the players who are willing to look for it. This one's a bit of a conspiracy theory level of myth. Some players believe the moonshine missions in RDR2 aren't just about making booze. They think they actually hint at a secret cabal or underground society pulling the strings in the world of RDR2. Could the moonshine business be a cover-up for something much bigger? While this theory is super fun to think about, there's no evidence in the game to suggest any kind of hidden cabal behind the scenes. The moonshine missions are just another side hustle for the van der Linde gang, and while there's plenty of criminal activity, it's more about making money and surviving, not some grand conspiracy. But yeah, imagine if Rockstar went that route. Now this one is a classic. The idea that there's a treasure hidden in the world of Red Dead Redemption 2 that could make you a millionaire. Some people think there's a treasure chest filled with gold, jewels, and artifacts just waiting for you to find it. While there is treasure in the game, it's not exactly a hidden stash worth millions. You can find treasure maps leading to significant rewards, but it's not this over-the-top, life-changing fortune like the myth suggests. The treasure you find is valuable, but the real treasure is the journey and the exploration that comes with it. And honestly, that's part of the fun, hunting down these treasures yourself. The final myth I'm tackling today is one that's been circulating for a while. That Arthur Morgan somehow survives the events of Red Dead Redemption 2 and is secretly alive during the first Red Dead Redemption game. Some players believe Arthur's fate was a cover-up and that he lived on to meet John Marston later in the timeline. This one's a bit of a stretch. Arthur's death is one of the most emotional and final moments of the game. Rockstar's pretty clear that Arthur's story comes to a close in RDR2, and there's no real indication that he survived. As much as people want to believe it, Arthur's story is finished and he doesn't pop up in the first Red Dead Redemption. His legacy, though, is all over the place, especially with John and his son Jack. So there you have it, folks. 10 crazy Red Dead Redemption myths that might have been true, but mostly aren't. It's always fun to dive into these rumors and theories, even if they don't always hold up in the end. But hey, that's part of what makes the world of Red Dead so rich and mysterious. Let me know in the comments what other myths you've heard about Red Dead Redemption or any other crazy gaming theories you want me to look into next. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you don't miss any future videos. Until next time, keep your revolver loaded and your hat on straight. Peace.